Welcome back to The Express in Deep Cove. Kayaking, hiking, Honey's Donuts, that's what this area is famous for. But this little North Van Nook also has a thriving downtown core, where it's more about community than competition.
Lala's is located in the heart of Deep Cove. We're a fashion-forward gift store.
Supplying the North Shore with funky gifts, jewelry, and cards for 14 years, Lala's is a staple in the Deep Cove community, as is owner Christina Edged.
I source outside of Canada a lot, and also spend quite a bit of time bringing product to the store that isn't necessarily seen mainstream or even in smaller gift stores. Because I think that'll go over real well.
But it's her relationship with her staff that might be her biggest contribution.
I've worked here for 10 years.
Okay, and what's the environment like?
It's awesome. It's the best. It's fun. It's social. It gives you the opportunity to interact with people, but also work your management skills, and it's fantastic.
Megan has recently developed her own line of headwear called Notice Me Hats. And it was with a little help from Christina that she was able to start her successful line.
Christina is the best boss ever. She totally mentored me through school. She propelled me on my path, and she absolutely trained me up, gave me the skills I needed to succeed in business on my own.
I just feel so honored and proud to have been a part of that transition.
But Megan isn't the only employee that Christina is supporting. Cassie just launched her own business, giving makeovers to old furniture.
She's helped me just almost as an inspiration, even to see her in this store. It's basically her baby, and she loves it, and she puts so much of herself into it, and it's inspirational. I aspire, to be that kind of businesswoman.
The last 2 weeks of June, she's rented a space right across from Lala's at an art gallery called Artemis, where the furniture is going to be on display, and I'm just so proud that I've got one of my girls right across the street. So not only is there not a lot of turnover at Lala's, there's not a lot of turnover in Deep Cove. So a relationship that begins at the store is one that lasts a long time.
I'm Erin Shaw in North Vancouver for The Express.
Lala's also has a thriving online boutique. But if you shop online, then you miss the view. You're watching our Express North Shore special. And our next story shows us how local artist Vern Montgomery sees his city and how he paints it.
Vern Montgomery isn't much of a conversationalist. He prefers to let his art do the talking, because few words can describe the beauty he sees every day. What do you love about art?
It's always different, and I helped my artwork also.
The North Vancouver resident specializes in creating dreamy, whimsical snapshots of the world around him.
It's in the water.
Yeah. Everything from marine wildlife to community gatherings. Vern captures the simple joys of life and reproduces them in vivid color.
It's the bright colors, that the cheery colors, and you consider what he's been through. To have the cheery colors, it just seems to reflect his personality. And
Vern was always a smart kid. In his 30s, he had earned a PhD in history. He had his own art studio and a successful line of greeting cards. But in 1990, his life would change forever, as Vern suffered a stroke and an aneurysm at the same time.
he had staples all around his head, and tubes, and I couldn't even fathom what had happened. At that time, I didn't even know what an aneurysm was.
The incident left him unable to speak and paralyzed him on the right side. Many didn't think Vern would ever paint again, but they were wrong.
After he got home, he started sketching, trying out using the left side, and then the painting just started to happen.
Vern now paints full-time, putting his art on sale for hundreds of dollars.
I won't say he's obsessed with it, but it's what he does. It's his expression.
A way of communicating his newfound appreciation for life. I'm Tim Chung in North Vancouver for The Express.
Some powerful lessons in that story. Vern's paintings have been on display at many different art galleries, and if you'd like to contact him, you can email us, theexpress@shaw.ca, and we'll connect the dots. You're watching The Express, and we have more from the North Shore coming up. After the break, the Lynn Canyon Ecology Center.
They are an absolutely amazing resource for us to have for field trips here on the North Shore.
The North Vancouver Museum. The Express. This is your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Today's generation of young people spend the least amount of time outside of any generation in human history. We need to have children out, we need to have people out in order to see the world around that allows us to live. I think something like the Sea to Sky Trail is the epitome of what we need to get people back out into the real world, to see nature as it can be, and something that we are a part of and that we must fight to protect.
Welcome back to The Express in Deep Cove. This is our North Shore special, and up next we're visiting one of the gems in the district of North Vancouver, Lynn Canyon Park, where the Ecology Center is having a big birthday, celebrating 40 years of spreading the good green word.
This is sort of a more modern view of what the same land looks like.
The Lynn Canyon Ecology Center is a great destination if you're looking to learn about the flora and fauna of British Columbia.
We're basically a nature museum, so there's lots of displays and information on the local ecology, the temperate rainforest, but we also do educational programs for people of all ages. Over here is our Douglas fir, which is the giant of the rainforest. All of our programs we go outside because we think that that is one of the most important things that people need to experience in the park, is actually physically getting out there and having some experience in the wild, I think, yeah. Well, coming to the Ecology Center is a really good idea before going out into the park, because a lot of our galleries give you a good base information about things that you might be seeing while you're out there. So, for instance, the plant wing has a lot of identification pictures so you can see what kind of trees are out there. And lots of our exhibits are very interactive. They're really good for kids, they're really good for everyone.
They are an absolutely amazing resource for us to have for field trips here on the North Shore. This place specializes in young children. If you see behind me, there's all kinds of interactive activities for them, from hands-on props to little machines that make noises, things that little ones just love. They are helpful staff, they're friendly, they love children. It's obvious to see their passion for what they do.
And this passion for the environment will be shared this summer in several new programs coming to the Lynn Valley Ecology Center.
We're starting some mini camps for kids, so we have one that's for children aged 5 to 8 and another one for children aged 8 to 12. And they run 3 days a week, they're half days, and they're covering various topics to do with ecology. We have one on bears, we have one on stream ecology.
And in the meantime, stop there before a hike to get a map of the trails and some advice.
We can definitely show you some excellent places to go in the forest, and also give you an idea of what to expect when you're out on the trails and give you directions. Definitely give us a call and see what we have going on this upcoming weekend or in the summer.
In North Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
The Lynn Canyon Ecology Center is registering now for summer programs, and you can get details at their website. And as for spring, we're shining our Express spotlight on North Shore events. Join the City of North Vancouver, Edible Garden Project, and the North Shore Mountain Bike Association for a community ivy pull in celebration of Earth Day. Meet your neighbors and help clean invasive plants from the park. This free event will provide information to the community regarding all things sustainable and earth-friendly, featuring a variety of interactive booths that demonstrate ways to support earth-friendly living on the North Shore. The youth of North Vancouver will present CityFest 2011 in the parking lot and skate park at Centennial Theatre. The event includes a skateboarding competition, a youth art display, live performances, and a free barbecue. And that's it for today's Express from Deep Cove. I'm Johanna Ward, and on behalf of all of us on the show, thanks so much for watching. We're going to leave you with more from the North Shore arts scene and a visual tour of the North Vancouver Museum, and we'll see you next time.